All right, Jason, you're back.
Finally.
All
What's
right,
up,
everybody. We
Feek?
got some technical difficulties, but we're live. We're here. Go, Dave. Go, Dave. Go.
What's
Dave
up,
was
Feek?
stuck in
We
the
got
inner.
Feek. We got
Hey,
Feek
sir,
in
good
the
to see you.
house. A long-awaited guest. This is Mr. Jason Rafiq will be joining us, getting all into PPC. If you're not familiar with what that is, it is pay-per-click advertising, specifically through Google, also some other platforms. But we've been doing this. We got turned on to the PPC game. I think RJ and I, and he could comment on this, but I think we've pretty much done every avenue of marketing when it comes to finding motivated sellers and real estate leads. I'm talking, we've done the TV commercials, we've done the direct mail, we've done pay per lead. In fact, creamleads.com is if you're interested in the pay per lead route, which we still do. We still do the PPC and the pay per lead, but we've done everything from bandit signs to driving for dollars, and we have found the most success really from the PPC. We've invested the most heavily in the PPC, but we've also probably arguably done the most deals from exactly what we're going to be talking about here today. And Jason's the guy that actually he's the guy behind the curtain. He's like the Wizard of Oz, right? You go and they see the wizard, but it happens to be just a guy behind the curtain. Well, that's what Jason is, right? So RJ, would you agree we've done more PPC deals than probably any marketing campaign?
Yeah, in the last couple of years, it's been more PPC from a return standpoint. Very close behind that is pay per lead, but technically with PPC, you have a little bit more control of who you're going to be marketing to, and we learned everything from some of our other buddies, and that led us to getting in contact with Jason. Jason runs it all in the behind the scenes. Very smart guy, and we brought him on so that we can answer questions that you guys may have if you guys are running PPC, or if you thought about running PPC. We certainly at this point have some wherewithal around it, but we're not the experts through PPC at all, and we don't claim to be. But we can just share the results here with Jason and what his team has done to help us generate consistent leads. The name of the game is, guys, every marketing channel is going to work if you work it, and you have to stay with it, and you have to be consistent with it. A lot of times it's not it's not a marketing problem, it's a conversion problem with your sales team. So you guys, we're going to show you how you can crush it with PPC, but that doesn't mean that these leads don't need to be followed up on, or they don't have. You need to have a process, and you need to have solid salespeople on the other line to close them. Okay, so that's what we've seen. We've been doing PPC now for a couple of years, seeing a lot of success with it. We want to share with you how and why we're successful. A lot of it has to do with Jason and his team at investor scale, right, Jason?
Correct.
So
Yep.
glad you are on here. I know you have a presentation to share. If you have any questions, you can certainly fire it in the comments, in the chats. I'm going to moderate a little bit and also engage in these conversations because I have some questions myself. And by any means, if you've got questions, put them in. I'm going to look for them. And we have a special little gift if you guys want to talk more about PPC and want to try it out. But without further ado, Dave, before I give it to Jason, do you have anything else?
I mean, lots of good stuff going on, guys. We got some badass interviews coming up. I mean, we're working on the superintendent of real estate for the state of Ohio. We are working on someone on the ballot actually to become an Ohio senator, to be joining us within the Cream and talking about kind of the different policies and how it affects real estate and small businesses. Lots going on. We did a live event yesterday. A lot of people had a great time. Lots of deals going on in our own business. I mean, our board is full. We're flipping, we're renting, property management's in-house. So anyone, if you're ready to get started in real estate, We're ready to coach you up. Just brought a new coaching client on today. It's just gangbusters over here, everybody. But we are, feels great because we're doing deals with people in our coaching community. We are doing deals ourselves, and we get a lot of pride and we get a lot of good energy from helping people either get their first deal or kind of scale this thing up a little bit and turn it into a real business where you're going to get consistent deal flow. So things are great. I'd love the opportunity to work with you. If you're interested in learning more about our coaching program and talking to us and talking to our team, creamlaunch.com. And with that being said, Mr. Rafiq, I'll send it over to you.
All right, man. First of all, I really appreciate that for this introduction and everything behind the PPC. So RJ and I would talk about this for a very long time. And it's like, yo, you have to give some source to our audience. Like, come on. And I'm been delaying for a long period of time, but finally, I decided like, all right, let's give them what they need to be successful in PPC from the get-go. So thing is like in the Cream group, there's a people who just starting out, didn't know about, and they're figuring out some solutions, and they see like PPC is a very sexy model to get the lead, but it's kind of expensive. You never know what you're going to do with this. And on
Yeah.
the other hand, there's people's like, oh, burn out with PPC already with a bunch of agencies out there, and then now figure out the solution where they can fix themselves. And the other guys like done with the PPL because PPL is good, but here's the thing on PPL: you're not the only person who have the lead. You are the maybe third person, fourth person, who knows, like maybe the 20th person who bought the
Right.
same lead. And their business model is so lucrative. Like you generate a lead for, let's say, I don't know, $65. You resell it, you resell it. Bro, you can make $6,000 for one particular lead if you know the games really well. And on PPC is that every lead you generate, it's yours. You own it, is your, you done it, it's you. You have 100% exclusivity on this. So without further delay on this, so I
You
know
want to
the
share
agenda
your
of this one.
screen? Do you want to
Yeah,
share it? Just hit
correct.
share screen in there should be that third look at the camera right next to it is present. Share your screen and then just share your presentation there. I think I have to
Yeah,
click on the
sure.
left.
So what I do, I just make a little bit change in the plan. So I decided like instead, I will give you some presentation, but I give you real time scenario, like how to actually set up the campaign.
Love it.
And that's going to be really good. All right, let me see.
I'm here to tell everybody firsthand, right off the bat, before Jason gets this thing going. Guys, $6,000 in the real estate business is not a lot of money. I beg of you to just completely remove this from your mindset that $6,000 is like all this money. This, not. RJ and I, you need to be focused on doing deals that make you $60,000. This is not false, right?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Mhm.
$6,000. I got to check. We just sold a house recently. RJ and I made like $28,000 on selling the property. And then the old lender just sent us a house for $3,600. This is like free money. It's like, this is like more than half of $6,000, right? It's just like, it's not a lot, right? But it's an investment. And here's the thing: work with Jason. This is exactly what we do. This is not some like outside vendor that we are really hoping this guy is good. No, we've been working with Jason for a long time. We're giving you the keys to the kingdom. Here's the thing: the leads come in, and then when you coach with us, we're on the phone with you 3 days a week, and we are teaching you to close these people over the phone straight up, easy peasy. This is what it's about. This is why you get a coach. Sure, you're going to hire somebody to bring in the leads, but then you got a badass coach. We buy houses from people who need to sell or want to sell, but don't necessarily want to market, list it, and sell with a realtor. Maybe they don't want to do any repairs. Or maybe they just need a fast or a flexible closing. Mr. Seller, is that kind of what you're looking for? This is all day. We are role playing. We are working with our community. You're going to be closing these things so easy. You get them in contract, and then we help you dispo. That's a buzzword, dispositions, where they're going to help you buy this thing, finance it, and fix it and rent it, where you can do a BRRRR, meaning, put long-term, turn it into a cash flow property, a rental property, or flip this thing for a profit. All day, everybody. This is not rocket science. This is the playbook. So that's why our community is successful. But this is the guy to bring in the leads. RJ and I are the guys to coach you to close these people. This is how this works. Take it away, Jason.
All right. So you guys see my screen?
Show on screen. Here we go. Yep. We're going to go full screen. There we go.
Got it. So the thing is, this is one of the guy I'm working with. Again, is from the Cardinal member, and
Mm-hmm.
he's also not just he's a real Cardinal member on Investor Life, like you guys. So he's killing
Yep.
it. The reason I shared this thing, those guys who have no idea, like, what are we gonna get with the PPC? There's like I give you some spreadsheet stuff, like what kind of stuff you get it from the PPC. Then I
Mm-hmm.
go over the presentation and then the real time scenario, how you can build your campaign real time. So whenever lead comes in, you got the submission time and you got the Zillow link. So also you get the Zestimate. So what happens, like we have a official partnership with the Zillow, and that way we get the API key. So which means like whenever lead comes in, within nanosecond we can skip trace, and we can not the skip trace. We get the information on Zestimates and everything. So take a look at what happens. Look,
Wait,
we got
wait.
the
Let me just hang on a second. So when lead comes in,
yep,
automatically, this is what you see on the back end, right? You get
correct,
and we've been getting text messages right when you get a lead, it gets a text message to our team, and our team
perfect,
jumps right all over it. But you've created this partnership with Zillow. It gives you the Zestimate automatically, right? So
yep,
technically you kind of have an understanding of where the property sits from what it's worth. Is that is that
yeah,
is that clear? Okay, that's amazing, man.
correct.
That's amazing.
And the thing is, it's a real time. It's happening in a nanosecond. You would have to go on Zillow to check this stuff manually. And the coolest part is we can enable this stuff on your text message. So it's been loading right now. Once it's got a load, I will show you some stuff on real time scenario, how it look like when you got a text notification. But further down the road, let's see what here we go. Let's see what this looks like. So you got submission time, you got the links, you got the feedback. You have to give them feedback what happened to this each particular lead. I come here in a minute, and then you got those all the skip trace information right there. You got
Wait, what was
their
that? So
address,
you guys automatically skip trace the information?
correct,
So lead comes in, super motivated. They're inputting their like on a website, right?
correct.
Like a We Buy Houses type website. Automatically, you guys skip trace it. You get the phone numbers. What can you scroll back? Go back to that. So you get the phone number, the email, if they're in pre-foreclosure or not, absentee or not. You guys found all of that information? That's insane. That's crazy.
We don't just get that, but we get their mortgage. Is it the mortgage? How much the current mortgage is? What the current equity is? The lender, the date. Let me show you the other one. Look,
You know what's sad is I'm old enough to remember when I used to get a crinkled old piece of paper list of for sale by owner properties, have zero information about the people, and straight hammer the phone until I find a motivated seller. If someone can't make money with the amount of information at our disposal, it is laid out on a silver platter. It's because you're fearing the process. We have everything right here. You have all the information on the person. You just got to take the action and make it happen. This is incredible. The year is 2024, about to be 2025.
correct.
It is so easy to do. You just have to do it. And if somebody's not willing to take the action, nobody can help you.
So just take a look at this lead right there. It just come on today. He's in first one is on the tax. Look at this estimate 237, but guys asking for 80K right there.
What's the
Calling
phone
that
number?
lead right
Should I
now.
call it right
Calling that right
now?
now.
What's the number? Should I call? I'll mute myself out and I'll close it right now with the phone.
So Jason, so this
Yep.
this is what you get. So you get all their information. It's skip trace. You get the address. You get the owner's name. You get their phone number, email. What else? What else is on there? You get their
You
reason
got the
for
reason for
selling.
selling. Is it listed
Is
or
it
not?
and their time frame?
Like when they want to sell the house. A lot of you see like as soon as possible. The further one you see like 2 weeks, 4 weeks.
Okay.
And there's a couple of them. It's like, yo, I don't want to sell this now, but I'm open for the next 3 to 6 months. And in our game, the more delay, the better check will be. So The further step is like which campaign they came from, which keyword even they type in,
Hmm.
and everything that we collect. Let me share some other stuffs real time with you guys. Can I share your stuff? Like, is good?
Sure. Yeah. Do it. No, we got it.
All
Yeah. You guys steal our stuff. We're coming after you. I'm just kidding.
right. I'm gonna just 1 second.
Let me exit full screen here. All right.
I'm on a different tab, just looking for your stuff. There's a bunch of leads right now. I have to look up for your ones. All right, I drop my text to the team. He will look out. But in the meantime, we
Okay.
can work on different stuff. So let me
Yeah.
share this the the thing that you need to be aware of. Do you see my presentation right now?
I see it. Yep.
Perfect. So I just roll out a couple of key points to this company called Gamma, and they just
Hmm.
with AI they created the presentation with very beautiful templates and everything, and I like this company. So just take a this is like an advanced Google Ads strategy for real estate investors.
Okay.
So there's like a couple of things that you need to be aware of. There's like a 20 pages slides. I try to, digest this information like in a short period to make sure you've been aware of that, which what you're going to be work on. So there's a power of Google Ads like is it direct, precise targeting, and you can control the ROI. Yet, and how you can do this, you can control how much budget you want to spend on a daily basis, and that's where you can control the entire ROI of the entire systems. And the success for setting up your campaigns is on the Google campaigns structure itself, and then you have to align with their elements and the categories. And don't forget the power of negative keywords. What's the negative keyword? Is like if let's say I want to target a keyword like we buy houses, just a
Hmm.
broad match. And there's a couple of industries similar to ours, like we buy junk cars, we buy something like this. And how we're going to prevent our searches to show on this kind of research is that's where we're going to use a power of negative keywords. So that's a true story. We
Gotcha.
see, yeah, we have 20,000 negative keywords, and each keyword I'm not saying like entirely, but there are a couple of keywords in the beginning cost us like each keyword cost about all the way from $20 to $100. How? That keyword jumps again and again, and our team look at that and it's like, oh, that keyword pops up in just 2 days, and they got like $20, a budget which was like wasted. And how are we gonna fix it? It's like, all right, let's just put on a native keyword list, and we have these kind of keywords for 2,000 times,
Mm.
and then we have a keyword for 20,000 times. So just think about we have 20,000 native keyword. All we have just integrate them in your campaigns, and all of a sudden your campaigns become so much powerful that you cannot even be risk your money anymore. So that's the power of native keywords. And then you have to craft your ad copy to the point, and then you
Hmm.
have to make your compliant content and address pinpoint. So the last part is like those guys, you have your Google My Business, you
Yep.
can integrate with your ads, and there you build your authority compared to all those ads. Like right now you can do this, go to ignore incognito window on your Chrome or whatever browser you're using, and just look for like we buy houses. You see a bunch of ads, but those
Yeah.
ads who have like a Google My Business, the stand
Hmm.
out more because people's like, yo, this person have already been locally in their market. And who knows if you like, I get you, Jason, but I'm more like a virtually in a couple of states. No worries. That way you have to make your brand more like a, more like a national. With the origin, Dave, their company is like Ohio Cash Over. He more kind of toward to the Ohio, but you can make something like a fast home offers or something like quick home buyers. That way you can go in the multiple markets, but still you can use the power of Google My Business. Still, if you don't have it, no worries. You can still capitalize on that. And the geo targeting is local adjustments, strategic spans, we can cover right now in a few minutes. Then you need to be get a website which is PPC optimized. And I don't want to give too much, you know, um, non-credit to this, but this is the ultimate solution. If you have your PPC websites so to the
Hmm.
point that you're going to convert every time, any other day, no matter what's the condition in the market, you will get the leads. And guys, once we get the lead, it will be converted. And then
So
the
wait,
important,
back up. So you said that the
go ahead.
website has a lot to do with how fast you're going to convert. You're saying
Correct.
that you need to have a fully optimized website for PPC. So it needs to be fast. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone's looking at all the, things out there already on the phone, right? Super easy.
Yeah.
Everyone does. So it needs to
And
be
there's
mobile
a
friendly.
mobile friendly. And I don't know you guys, but there's a, okay, I'm about to drop some insights right now. Those guys out
Give it
there
all to
who,
us, man. Don't hold anything back.
all right, I'm trying. All right. Okay, let's do it. So the thing is, those guys out there who's spending on desktop, tablets, mobile, guys, there's a
Yeah.
hint for you. Go there in the Google's ads inside whenever you create the campaign and just exclude desktop and exclude tablet and just focus 100% on mobile. That way you prevent your spam. It's because here's the thing, those guys who do spam, mostly they use desktops because with the desktop you can turn to different VPNs, you can turn to different proxy networks. That way you can do spamming a lot. But with the mobile devices, there's like a 50% decrease in spam because those people who so like a nerd to spamming, they still have to go back and forth in the different tabs, and that way you can prevent them. So there's like a quick insight for you. So
Wow.
with the
Okay.
preventions
Hopefully you guys
on,
got that. I know you want to turn off desktop and you want to turn off tablets because those are the spammers are using those
yeah,
type of devices to get in to mess up campaigns. I know certain people that hired VAs so that they can go and increase people's spend on purpose to try and get them out of the game. It's dirty, but this is what I've heard that and I'm like, I can't believe people are in that negative mindset people. But anyway, so turn off desktop, turn off tablet, keep
yep.
going.
And there's a couple of people like you says are like I don't know why there's so much competitive thing whatever, but there's a people, and I'm going to name those countries: Thailand, India, and Indonesia, and mostly people now these days are coming from the different world of countries, especially Iran. These people are designed their entire systems. One day I was in a Thailand and I meet some person, and that they say I was working some company. I'm like, yo, can you move me there? And I know what they're doing there. I go there and look in the system. They have 25 systems all the way line, and their main thing is to spamming people on the search ads. And you know what their third main industries is? We buy houses. And these guys, the system they build, everything they
Crazy.
build on, and I'm like, wow. And I sit there for a couple of hours and I learn the games. And even though they know the guys are running on, like they run the ads and they look into stuff, but I'm so good to them because there's like a long relationship with these guys,
Yeah.
and like they work for the VAs and everything, and they literally show me how. He said, Jason, that's what we do, that's how we do, and that's what I'm like, why are you sharing? And they're like, I know what you do, you can prevent those. I'm like, why are you so good to me? It's like, yo, you can do this stuff and you can prevent those. And I come back, I show my teams like, yo, we have to do this, and that's you're gonna prevent. So there's like a three things I shared. There's like a bunch of things, but I shared three top things. Use
Yeah.
ClickSys. That way you can block
Flexies.
those fraudulent clicks, correct?
Hmm.
And you can protect your budget and also avoid waste the spendings on a bot click. That way you can, okay, there's a different tool, different strategy you can use, and also focus on quality, which means like do not like blindly go and work on broad match keywords. You have to be very precise on phrase match and exact match that we can
Yeah.
prevent. And there's like a block IPs, block certain keywords, block certain countries, block certain. There's a bunch of stuffs. And then the search ad versus performance match. Okay, I know some dudes out there in different industries, especially in real estate, that guys are spending money on a performance max, on demand gen, and YouTube ads compared to the search ads. Why? Because they're like, hey, I have a limited budget. I don't want to spend too much money on search because search is like expensive.
Yeah.
But with the performance max and demand gens are the number one threat to those fraudulent clicks companies out there. Because with the performance max, you cannot control the spend on particular keywords, you cannot control many different things, but with the search, you can do anything. So I don't recommend you guys go with the performance. If you starting out, go with the limit budget, but go with the search ads only. And then, as I
Got it.
said, focus on mobile keywords, focus on mobile traffics only, and click sees will help you on prevent you
Hmm.
those invalid clicks and help you really good ways. Leverage extension, that's a big man. So if let me try to go with this route. Just one second. I'm going to real time scenario. Go with the Google
Hmm.
and look for certain keywords. All right, let me share my different screen now. Sorry, guys. I just like to do some raw stuff. The presentation is good, but if you do some stuff real time, that's a really game changer.
Yeah, no worries. Just get it on. Just share it so I can click on it. I couldn't find it.
Got it. Or
All
you
I
can do
see
on
is
your end, like you can just literally go on a Google and look for the We Buy Houses in whatever the Columbia's, and then at the bottom there's like a, how can I even share, buddy? Let me do a screenshot for this.
yeah.
They
Do
never let
screen
me
share
share.
your screen because all I see right now is Dave and his healthy mustache. I
You
can't
know
grow
what
any
Dave
facial
is like?
hair. You got a little beard growing too over there, Jason. I don't have anything,
Yeah,
man. I just got a little stubble.
You're growing up
But the
right
Dave is
before our eyes, man.
but what the Dave is doing right now, he like killing it every single day. He show up with their exercise, with their, well,
Who?
man, it's like,
You?
hey,
Dave, you still doing your burpees?
yeah,
Well,
burpees, man.
burpees led me into full-fledged CrossFit at this point. So I'm like, I literally do something every day. If it's not burpees, it's a full-blown CrossFit workout. And if it's a day off, I'll just take a long walk. To be honest with you, I've been getting steps in. Every single day is something. And you know what the foundation of all this is removing all these vices. Here to let you know, removing everything outside of yourself. I'm talking about the drink. I'm talking about the weed. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
vape. I'm talking about the porn. I'm talking about the anything outside of yourself. You bring it all in. This is where it all begins.
I initially thought you were doing 75 hard, but then
Yeah, I
75 days
am.
goes by
I
and
am
you
doing
still going
75
on.
hard. 75 years of hard life going all in.
Correct.
In fact, I think it's appropriate to share. Today is 2 years, no alcohol for me. No alcohol in 2 years. No vape, no
Wow.
weed, no nothing. two
Good
years.
job, Dave. Good job,
Thank
man.
you.
Stay
Thank
on
you. I
that
feel
path.
great. Mental clarity, mental sharpness. It affects everything, your business, your
Yeah.
relationships, right? Your social, it's amazing. So you keep at it, Jason, and we're on the same vibe over here. And anyone watching this, you know what? In fact, the new client, the new coaching client came on today. You know what he said, RJ? He's like, I love your
Hmm.
guys' mindset. I just want to
Mm.
be around you guys.
I heard that yesterday too. I heard that
Yeah,
yesterday from Annette. Annette, if you're watching this, I hear you. She's an imperfect action taker. So I
love
don't
it.
know what we were talking about one day, but it was all about imperfect action, which is what you got to do to be successful. I don't
A
care
lot of good
what
energy
industry you're
going
in.
around. A lot of good energy going around. I will share that. And part of that good energy, bro, Jason, is having you in our circle, having you in our corner. So what do you got
Enjoy,
here?
man. All
So
right, so
this,
let's move further on
yeah,
the
yeah.
slide. So I know the limited time we're gone. So you have to leverage this side links. Sorry, I cannot show you the live demonstration on a different screen, but that's what we can do. But no, I'm going to make a campus right now. So the side link is very important. The callouts are very important. The structure of the snippets is super important because those people who, I don't know why intentionally or something, they never click on the main ads, but they click on their little tiny says like, uh, we give you offer in 2 days or like 24 hours. They click
Yeah.
that particular part.
I click on
So
that. I'm a sucker for that. I click on, I'm like, what is this?
yeah, and then when you land the landing page and then go further on that. So there's a dynamic keyword that you can insert on and the dynamic locations. Um, I'll show you right now in a minute. So you have to work on the retargeting one. So the retargeting is like you get your people on a website, but for
Yeah.
some reason he never convert. Like he never pulled the information in, even though we are using some abandoned. We just rolled out this new features like the guy who start to fill the web form. We have
Yeah.
like a 3 to 4 steps form. But let's say he just add the address and he gives his name and phone number, and then they
Yeah.
jump off. We never want to give an answers like when they want to sell is the hard listed or not. Even though he jump off, he still got a text notification from you guys. It's like, yo, I saw like you halfway to fill the form. Our guy, we call you back right now. Like what happened? And
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
they even and you guys text notification like, hey, he give their this address, he's a name and his a phone number, even though he just give the address, you still get the notification with all those information and your guy still call them up.
Yep.
It's like, yo, I saw you raise interest in our website to fill the
Hmm.
website. Like, what happens? And you start with the, even though, yeah, the conversation is kind of different compared to the guy who literally filled the entire form, but you still get them up and, who's ever get them first, he's a good. And then the retargeting side is like you go to the website, but let's say the guy didn't even start the website form and they left
Yeah.
off. He can still see your ads on
Mhm.
YouTube, on any other website it goes. And even though you go on a Facebook, it still see you. Even though you go on Instagram, they still see your ads. And it didn't cost much, just cost like a $5 a day. That's it. You
$5 a
can
day.
set it aside and it still gets you those people. And don't get me wrong, these people who came from the retargeting are more likely to become a contract because it's like, yo, I know these guys. I see them now everywhere. I'm
Yeah.
motivated. Let me get through this. So then
Okay.
there's a custom audience segments. And this is the gold right there. I've been running ads for like, broadly, I've been running ads for 8 years.
Hmm.
And before that, I'm doing something else. And with the We Buy Houses, I've been running ads for almost 3 years now. On a side, do my JV deals. And with the 3 years data frame, I spend more than 3 mil, and we have the data. And
Hmm.
what I mean is I have a data. We have the main account right there at the top.
Hmm.
And whenever we onboard someone, it doesn't matter if it's just like, Jason, I get you, you're doing something good, but I don't want to spend someone on a monthly to manage it. I want something to like set me up for one time. And every time I came here and make a adjustment on mine, or the other guys say, no, I don't want to manage it, or I don't want to do it my own.
Hmm.
Just do it myself. Those two accounts will still integrate in our system. And within a couple of hours, within actually 4 hours, we share our own 3 years of data after spending $3 million, all get to here, and your account becomes so much like so good, right? Get to go. Like, there's a people out there, those guys who run with the agency, he knows, hey, your account is in a learning phase. Hey, your account is in a warm-up stage. It's happened. That's true. But we can skip this part if your account is integrated in our main account. That's called
Okay.
audience share segments. And that way you become so good and your targeting leads become warm up within 24 hours. And that's a goal right there. It's called a custom audience. And then you have to utilize a part of the A/B testing. And I know we have the best performing landing page, best performing ads, copy, and everything. But if you never do A/B testing every single week, you'll be left behind. Who knows? There's some dude out there in your market who utilizing more AI now these days, and their ad copy is so good. And all of a
Hmm.
sudden, you see on your insights reports like, "Yo, that dude beat me every single day now these days. What happened?" Then you look at the ad copy. Oh, he's using this now. He's using this now. So you have to be on the edge every single week, not on daily, but every single week to kind of adjust on this thing and audience segment on the landing page itself. So, all right, I'm going to share stuff now.
You
So,
want me to, you gonna switch screens here? There we go.
yep.
Okay.
RJ, if you can open the screen on your end, that'd be really good because I'm on a different library right now.
Yeah, let me try and do that here. Hang on a second. How do I gotta hit escape. Boom. All right, what am I doing?
Just go on your website, Ohio Cash Offer.
Is that .co?
Correct. Yep.
All right, so let me share my screen here. All right, you guys see that? Well,
Just
I think
move the
someone. I
screen.
think you need to get. Can you guys see that? I know it's small,
Yep.
but you got to go into full mode. I think, Dave, if you can do that.
I see it.
Okay, get cash. Yep. So what are we looking at here, Jason?
Just scroll down a little bit. Just go down there. Like I told you when you hold on. Look, hold on right there. Look, it says this much cash over we given probably excuse me. So last year, and I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's probably the truth. So and we have 98% success or whatever. But
Yep.
look, it says we buy houses in Blacklink, Ohio, bro. That's where you live right now.
Yeah, that is where this API is coming from.
Correct. And this is called the geotarget. If you go all the way down a little bit,
You call it what? Geo-targeting?
yep, this is called the geotagging, and it
Geotagging. Okay.
literally show where the people are located, and that way your landing page. Look, we buy a house under any condition in this area, and people's like, yo, yeah, that dude is in my market. I want to go further on this, and even though you are all the way to the west coast or east coast, it doesn't matter. If that dude comes here, he will be there. If you go all the way down, it's like multiple places. Look, we help you on this, and boom. Now you can stop share your screen. It's like, let me share mine now.
Okay. This is awesome. So wherever you're pulling the site up, it automatically tags your location and it turns it from, instead of Blacklick, Ohio, where our main hub is, it'll be like whatever, Euclid, Ohio, somewhere in
Yeah,
Cleveland, wherever yours.
it
Okay.
doesn't matter.
It
Yeah, it
doesn't
doesn't matter where
matter.
they came from.
That's crazy. All right. Take it away,
So
brother.
that's yeah, this is just a one element I show you. In our landing page, we have eight like this. So he says like with the audience specific landing page, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like we're not just like with audience type specific for to show just the location. There's seven different things if you do on your landing page. Your landing page itself is like a with so much AI driven and everything. And we do, don't worry, we do this before the AI things pops up. And now with the AI, we have 10x our engagement on our landing page. And then you have to include some social proof at the bottom. If you like, let me share my screen right now.
You want me to turn this screen off and get on a different one?
Uh,
There we go.
Let me try. All good. No worries. So
Okay.
yeah,
We'll figure it out.
this is the first time I use this software to restream. So I have to like we work on together simultaneously. So there's a little pop-up that you came on the website. It's like a proof. It show you every time what happened when the
Oh,
lead comes.
yeah, when
Yeah,
somebody makes an offer, I saw that. So that's part of your social proof that people are getting offers. Is that was that what you mean by that?
correct. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's
Okay.
the real time. We're not lying. That's the
Yeah.
real time.
Yeah.
So whenever
No,
the
that's good.
guys
So it
from
kind of creates some sense of urgency. Like I gotta call
yeah,
these guys because
and we
people
are the
they've got.
social humans, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it shows up every time. Hey, yo, that person, his name is Mark. He gets the offer from this 10 minutes ago. The other
Yeah.
one get 20 minutes ago. Or let me try again. So you build there like the barrier he builds in the subconscious mind. Do have to give my personal information there? You like literally sure. And that person's like, yo, everyone doing that. Let me do it on man. So you have to
That's
include social
great.
proof. And again, the client's testimonials and success stories, your website, you have a bunch of testimonials and
Yeah, we
your
do.
people, your students and every they have a bunch of one. So all you need at least two or threes. You kill it, your landing page. So that's really good. And then you have to comply with the call to action. The call to action is like really clear cut. Click here to get your cash offer. You don't have to divide their focus to multiple clicks. That's the reason we call the landing page. It needs to be on a main specific thing, and that's where you're going to
Hmm.
do it. And again, there's a conclusion like, well, what are you going to do and how we're going to set up? Let's do it right now. You see
Well,
me on the
look, like
second screen.
there's a lot to do. There's a lot you can. We just shared with you how you can be successful. Like you can go back through wherever you're watching this. This is going to be recorded on YouTube or wherever we're going to put this. But there's a lot to do. We shared with you. It starts with your. A lot of it has to do with your website. A lot of it has to do with your sales team because you got to be converting these and speed to getting to these leads fast because if you're anyone that's motivated, and I've done this before when I'm trying to get a quote for something, right? Insurance or other things that insurance, and then what, like you're looking for a dentist or you're looking for a chiropractor. What do? You
You
Google,
Google.
and then on the right hand side is where you see most of people that are very local to you, and you see the reviews. You're looking at reviews, and then you're like me. I'm looking at the ones that are right up top, front page. I'm going right there. I'm inputting my information and waiting for people to call me back. So it's once you put your information in, especially a motivated seller, it's all about getting in front of them fast. And so there's a lot that goes to this. And I was talking to Jason because Jason handles all of this for us. He helped us set up the website. He already set up the automations to where you get the lead to your inbox either through an email or text. I like text because then it automatically goes to our lead manager, and our lead manager is our first point of contact. So once that happens, it's an automatic, hey, we saw that, you inputted your information, you're looking for a cash offer. Do you have a couple minutes to talk about the house? And then we take them through our process. So you can do it yourself. Go back through the presentation. There's all the clues, all the, steps he just talked to you, or you can have Jason handle all of this stuff for you. And you can have sets up your website. All he needs from you is your phone number, right? You need a domain. You got to create a domain. But he even gives you some. I remember working you in the beginning of this. We had some options for domains, and then we just bought it. He handles all that back end stuff for you so that you can start getting leads immediately. It does take some money. This isn't for somebody that doesn't have a budget. In fact, if you don't have a budget, you probably shouldn't be doing any PPC at all. You should probably be doing driving for dollars, door knocking. But this is for somebody that has an established budget that wants to incorporate this into their marketing channel to get motivated, super motivated leads. What do you recommend, Jason, if you're wanting to test this out from a budget standpoint?
So it depends, like, and I don't want to be like a too much politically correct words I'm going to use. I'm going to use a real raw what happened. So why I'm saying it depends is, let's say we're just starting out and I just close a one deal and I'll have like, who knows, 5-6 grand left for the budget. Don't burn it on PPC right away. Start small because your account is still, we have those database and everything on the back end, but still you have to start with the baby step. I suggest you guys at least have a 2 grand for the ad spend for a month, and that's where you can scale up a little bit more and more and more. There's a I saw a couple of videos out there and more on some platforms. These guys say, hey, we're only going to work with you if you have 10 grand on a daily budget, actually on a monthly budget. And like, why guys do you even talk about? Because they don't want to risk their reputation. Because if you have a bunch of money to play with, definitely you got the results. But those guys who are afraid of to work with a limited budget, and that's where we tap in. You have a limited budget, no worries, we got your back. So at least start with the 2 grand, and then on top of that, you have to build your number, because at this point, yeah, you have some hard money, you have some credit cards, you got some loan, and you want to put them right now, but you never know your numbers. You never know how
Yeah.
many leads you got, how many leads you become a contract. Nothing's like this. And if you're like, no, Jason, we know the numbers. We do our call calling, we do our text message, everything. We know numbers, but sir, hear me out. The PPC leads are completely different beast if you're going to compare with the call callings and everything. That's a
Mhm.
completely different monsters. So usually I say with the call calling, you are like here, and the sales like here, and they ask for, hey, give me $1 million. Like, no, we have to work on something. But on the PPC, things got changed because now people are asking for, hey, give me an offer. Now you like a doctor. Hey, tell me about your comms, tell me about some stuffs, and then you decide how much you're gonna give them, and then there's like a little negotiation happen. But there's a huge number of chances, or even like that's a predictable data, you get under contract with the PPC. So my suggestion to this, at least have a 2 grand for the ad spend. If you want to go with multiple state targeting, and here's the thing on the PPC, the more broader you go, the less expensive your leads become, the more cheaper it becomes. But the more, the target you become, no, I just want to work with the Columbus market. That's where your lead costs become a little bit expensive. And if you're like, no, I'm open to work with Ohio only, your lead costs become a little bit lower. But you're like, yo, I don't care. I just want to blow with the 20 states or even like nationwide. That's where you see lead costs like nothing, like 25 bucks a lead or 45 bucks a lead. But if you go more and more toward, you get. Let me share some stuff on the budget side of stuff. You see my
Okay.
screen right now?
No, give the, let me know which, I mean, I can activate it here, but it's just showing our screen. So share it, reshare it.
Reshare. Let me share that now. How about now?
Yeah. Yep. I see it now.
All right, guys. As RJ and Dave gives you permission, now I'm going to show them their backend.
Mm-hmm.
This is like maybe barely happened. Those guys who are the influencers show their backend, but these guys are so good, man. Look, from September 1 all the way to this, that per his company have 480 conversions, 480 leads he got, and he
Mm-hmm.
spent like 21 grand or something. Look at each lead cost, 52 bucks.
And
Conversion
we're
rate
we're
17%.
all over Ohio too, just so you know.
Yep.
But we have a lot of
And
our counties pointed. We have a lot of our marketing spend pointed into certain counties where we just know it's, you know, we know that it's going to be where we can make the most. So,
correct. And this is just for this month's only. Look, we have 40% conversion, which is like, RJ, when was the last time you have a PPL lead for 40 bucks in Ohio?
it's been a long time, bro. I don't think we're ever going to get that cuz
How much you
Ohio's
paying right now these days?
that is probably around 200 to 300. In Franklin County alone it's 700. You know, so it's pretty high. That's why if it comes in, we're all over it. We'll
And
go
look, we
and,
have like
you
a
know,
40
door
bucks a
knock if
lead.
we have to. So, all right. Let's get back into, you know, when what does it look like when somebody comes to you and wants to set something up?
So the thing is, I give them two options. Like we talk about those guys who have the time, and they're like Jason. And even though they say RJ, I have a time, I can work on this, but I need someone who can help me set the 110 with landing page, with the backend automation systems, with the Zillow API, like all the paperwork, everything around this, make it official. I need someone who do the one-time setup. And the
Okay.
other part is like, they say, RJ, no, I don't have a time for this. I need someone who can manage like our company's been managed, like you have a 400 lead or whatever. There's a two stuff we can work on. The pricings and everything, you have to talk with the RJ because we already give RJ so good price. And don't get, I'm not lying at this stream. RJ very often tell me, Jason, I need a good price. I need a good price for my team and my company members. And I'm like, yo, you asking for the $20 on a penny? Like, what happens? Like, but we give them some really good offers. You have to talk with the RJ on this and to decide is it a good work for you or not. And sorry, we're not an agency. We do this stuff for our end, and we have just like 4 to 5 people. RJ is one of them we're managing right now. Because myself, I do the JV deals with our own stuff, with our own company. My company's called Liberty Cash Offer, and we're
Hmm.
doing deals in our stuff. And everything we built so far is for our own people, and we give the margin. If you become from the internal way, and
Hmm.
you're like, yo, this, can you work? Talk with the RJ. And we have the highest rejection rate because I don't want to work with someone who's like a wannabes. There was little dramas happen. I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I want someone who
Somebody that's
legit.
serious is what you're talking about, Jason.
Correct.
So, what's the best way to, to do this? Do you want us to refer them over to you? Do you have a good intake process, or do you want us to talk to them first? What's going to be most beneficial to you? I'm open. This is just you and I talking, because we're going to have a
So,
lot of people see this, right? There's people watching this now. There's going to be people watching this after the fact, and they're gonna have some questions. They're gonna want to talk to you and get more details on how we could work together. So what's the
so
best way?
best ways, RJ and Dave. There's our best ways. Talk
All
to
right.
them. Yeah.
Sound okay. So if you guys are interested in what Jason has to offer, which it sounds like he's gonna be able to set up your campaigns for you, and if you're the right client, then he can manage the campaigns for you. There's two ways so you can work with Jason. If you guys are interested in that, all you got to do is hit us up. You can certainly text me right here. You got my number right there. You can get on IG and connect with me. You can also connect with Dave. So, anyways, guys, we're at 11:57. We're already moving and shaking here. Let me see if there's any questions. If you guys got any questions, you can put it in the chat. Jason, is there anything else you want to go over today? You went over a lot.
Actually, it's just like, honestly, I just give you like the roadmap, but it's never show you actually what happened in the campus. But since we have a limited time and have another schedule comes up, so this is good. If those guys are wise enough and is like, yep, I understand what's the value behind this and everything, I can say those guys are one thing. RJ and Dave are a good example right there. These guys, they have the credibility in the market, and that's it. That's it. These guys know it.
Well, we wouldn't share something that's not working. If you catch us
Correct.
doing that, then he can certainly call us out live. But this is the marketing, one of the main marketing channels that we use. And we love it because they're coming in inbound. We already have somebody that's motivated. It's a lot easier than cold calling. I'm not knocking that channel. It just takes a little bit more effort to generate a deal. Dave, you got
And one
anything to
last,
add before we
yeah,
we
one last thing. Those
put a
guys are
bow on
things
this?
like, yeah, those guys are things like, no, we can still work on the call calling. I don't know, man, but the PPC is the future. And one more thing is like on the PPC, there's a people who have I don't know the limited mindsets like, yo, we got saturated in the market and we got started. No, we are almost 1 hour in this conversation, and I can bet you right now, within 1 hour, Google make a bunch of money with this PPC search campus network. There's like Google make a billions of dollars yearly, annually, and from that, 78% revenue he get from the ads. And out of the 78%, there's like a 56% revenue came from just on search ads alone. Still in these days where the chat GTP is ramping up. Why? Because Google's are optimizing now their AIs as well with the Gemini and everything, because it is never going anywhere. Within a minute, on just We Buy Houses, there's thousands of
Mm,
searches within 1 minute across the nationwide. And it's not it's just starting out. Those people who play this game really well, they
mhm.
can get the good results from this. Yeah, that's the last thing, man.
Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate you being on here. This has been another presentation of our live stream. Cash flow, real estate, and money is what Cream stands for. Dave, do you have any lasting
No,
words over
just
there?
thank you, Jason, for being on here. And this is just scratching the surface, everybody. So if you're, contact us. We'll get you in touch with Jason. And if you want more information about our coaching program, go to creamlaunch.com. If you're looking to launch your business, we work with people at all skill levels, whether you're just getting started or you're already started and you're just ready to like take it serious, right? And really be effective and be successful. So thanks again, Jason, and everybody. We will see you on the next video.